Hey, how's it going? Coach James here. We're going to do a little pitching analysis breakdown of Aidan Hartwell, the differences that we have seen from December 7th to December 15th in his throwing mechanics, 8-day difference or 8 days apart. So the clip on my left here is from December 7th, clip on my right, December 15th. We're going to talk about a couple different areas, three in particular: the drift, the forward trunk extension, and the front leg block. We got some still frame pictures, some side by sides to kind of give some reference of some improvements that Aidan has made in his delivery. So the first one we're going to talk about is the drift, that initial kind of leg pickup and descent to the plate, that initial move. And we're looking for the hips in this time of the drift to gain a good amount of ground away from the back foot. On our right, I think we're seeing definitely, if we think about and look around the belly button area, I think we're seeing more so the hips distant from the back foot than on the left side here. And also we're in a much better position in the drift phase. As you see on the one on the right, really nicely postured. Left leg and left hip are closed. That left hip is leading the way. So he looks really balanced, really stable in this position here. And during this drift, by staying closed, keeping that front side closed, he's building up that energy, that momentum to throw harder. And just to now dissect the one on the left a little bit more to see, again, the adjustments that he's made. That one on the left, his left leg is open and that front foot is getting really reachy out. That left hip is open, so already leaking energy there. So some really good adjustments made on that drift part. Really nice job. And then the other thing we're going to talk about is involving the upper half during this drift phase is that front elbow positioning. If you look at the one on the right, he has that nice bend in that front arm. So that's really going to help him set him up for a good glove turn into his body and a synchronous and well-timed connection between his front arm and his back arm to get him smooth into throwing the ball. Whereas the one on the left, you see that his front arm in this phase is straight. So now that's going to make it a little bit more disconnected now as the upper half rotates into the throw. So really good job here with our arm positioning. The second thing we're going to talk about is trunk extension, forward trunk extension to get really technical with it. But here we have the clip from December 15th of Aidan on my right. And on my left, we have Pedro Martinez. They're both around the same position where they're like just getting ready to release the ball. And the green line is showing how far forward their trunk is leaning. So at the same position, same part in the delivery, you see a significant difference in forward trunk lean. Now, the trunk being just like right below the neck, all the way down to the belt line, that's a big part of the body. So by moving this fast through the delivery and getting it out in front, we can gain a lot of ball velocity right there, just because we're utilizing a huge part of our body to get fast and move a lot of distance in the throw. And then the other thing here, this one isn't too much about trunk extension, but more the arm external rotation and layback. If you look at Pedro's arm, his throwing arm, it's really rotated back, so that's called shoulder external rotation. So that is another part of throwing that you can gain a lot of velocity in, getting that shoulder to lay back. And you see here that at this position, Aidan's form is very vertical. So the shoulder's not really laying back, and we're as strong as Aidan is, and as much energy he can generate just because he's such a explosive athlete. Now imagine if we could get that arm to lay back more and gain more velo from there. That's another huge velo bump for him. And the way we continue to improve that shoulder external rotation for Aidan, it's going to be a lot through mobility and strength work. We need to get mobile through the shoulder as well as strengthen the rotator cuff and the nearby muscles to be able to stabilize the shoulder. The last piece we're going to talk about is the front leg block. So again, we have December 7th on my left, December 15th on my right, 8 days apart. We're going to start with the front foot. So you see on the left here, we are on the toe and that front knee is bent. So now this would be considered more of an unstable front leg. Now the front leg is very big in the delivery because it's that finishing, get into the front leg, make sure it's stable so then the hips can rotate efficiently as fast as they can. So with the mechanics of here on my left with that soft front leg because the knee's bent and up onto the toe, we're leaking energy forward, and the hips were not able to rotate as optimally as they could. Whereas now on our right, that foot is flat on the ground and that knee is way more extended. So now this one here, that's a way more stable front leg. Aidan can rotate his hips around and stabilize around. So overall, some really good adjustments made. Again, this is 8 days apart, these two clips that we had here. So in 8 days, Aidan has really taken to some really good key adjustments in his delivery. So let's keep building. Let's keep hammering the workouts. Let's keep working.